वन द वीडियो और आपका आज वीडियो में लेकर आए, इसका टाइटल है
Why I spent 1.5 in 1.5 year in Rishikesh as a solo female।
तो चलिए देख लेते हैं ये वीडियो, लेकिन से पहले
इस वीडियो चैनल का ओरिजिनल लिंक आपको हमारी वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन मिल जाएगा। सब्सक्राइब किया, लाइक शेयर को फॉलो करें इनके चैनल को। इसके अलावा लोग चैनल के लिंक भी हमारी वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन मिल जाएगा। सब्सक्राइब किया, लाइक शेयर को फॉलो करें।
चलिए देख लेते हैं ये वीडियो।
I was scared to go to India and I didn't plan it, but Rishikesh was calling me and it completely changed my life. In this video, I'm sharing you how it's like to live in India's spiritual capital, how Rishikesh called me, and how it quietly changed me from the inside out. So by the end of the video, you will understand why. This video is meant to encourage you to listen to what is calling you, even when it doesn't make sense yet. Let me tell you how I ended up in India, as it was very much an unplanned journey. So when I was 19, I was traveling around Asia, and that time I was looking for my purpose. I was completely lost. I didn't know who I was. I wanted to have a kind of direction in my life, and I wanted to understand myself better. So I had different conversations with different people who I was meeting, especially as you're solo backpacking, right? You meet so many people. So I told them that I was looking to find myself. And I've met 3 different people who are all telling me about the same ashram in Rishikesh, which is very rare as there are so many different ashrams in India. And this one was not that known, it was not in the city center. And I thought something is trying to pull me there. And of course, at the time I didn't know why. And I kind of tried to ignore it because, like, who's going to India when you're 19, right? So I thought, no, I'm going to try to ignore it. But anyways, again, someone was telling me about this ashram. So I thought, okay, probably I need to listen now. So I texted with the ashram and they told me, hey, we have 1 spot free and the teacher training is starting from tomorrow. It's a 1-month course, and if you want to join this one, you kind of need to come today. And I did yoga twice in my life before, but I thought, okay, I think I need to be there. So I told them, okay, I'm coming. And as much as I thought I was kind of prepared for this journey, as much as you can be if you decided this quickly, I wasn't. I really wasn't. And I thought India was dangerous. I was so scared to go to India. I had these really crazy stories in my mind, right? Social media is making India look so bad, and that's what I had in my mind as well. So, and especially as a female and solo, I felt really scared by the time I arrived at the airport. But as soon as I got to the ashram, I understood India is not that scary at all. I will be fine. And I was 19, right? I was so young, so innocent, kind of. Like, I saw everything as a kind of adventure, and this whole month it was really much an adventure. And I think I've learned so much about myself. And if I look back now at my 19-year-old self, I'm like so proud for taking this decision to follow my calling. And I'm so blessed by having all these amazing teachers around me who guided me in my journey. Let me tell you how I ended up 1.5 years in Rishikesh. So after some years, I came back to Rishikesh again, and I wanted to do healing trainings. I wanted to heal the parts within myself, and I also wanted to be more as a support to others in their journey. So I started to learn Reiki, sound healing, tarot cards, more into meditation, more into yoga, and all of this really kept me there. And also I started to have a relationship, and with this it all gave me more direction into more fulfillment in my life and meeting new people, having more friends and being able to teach here and there. And that's kind of what kept me there for 1.5 years. Let me tell you 2 moments I had why I knew Rishikesh is where I needed to be. So the first one was I was walking on the bridge on the Ganga, and it was a lot of chaos, a lot of people, and suddenly I started to cry. Not because it was overwhelming, but because I started to feel a sense of belonging. And that time I was not crying that much. Actually, I was resisting to cry. I find it very difficult to express these emotions, and suddenly these tears were just coming to me. And that moment I really knew that I needed to be there. And the second one was sadly when my grandma passed away. I was in Rishikesh and I went to the Ganga and I did a fire puja for my grandma. And that moment I felt so close to my grandma. And I think Rishikesh has this magic, oh well, it's not magic, it's like it has this energy that makes you feel closer to the spiritual world, towards your feelings, to connect with that more. And I felt so close.
This lady is just the sweetest. You know, well, everybody is trying to sell you things at the Ganga, flowers for your puja. She was just sitting next to me and just peacefully waiting until I finished with my chai. And then I offered her a chai and she said, no, thank you, it's fine. And she gave me a flower. She didn't expect me to pay anything in return. So of course I did. I gave something to her. And still she was like, no, I want to give it from my heart. So later on, I decided to do a puja together, especially for her, but also for my own grandma. So this was for me a very special moment.
I'm going to share you 5 ways of how I completely transformed as a person during my time in Rishikesh. The first one is I became much closer towards my intuition. It's this feeling, this gut feeling that can guide you towards life-changing decision making, which happened for me. I started to trust the guidance much more and trust myself much more and my feelings much more, which has helped me to make the right decisions for myself. The second one is that I understood so very well that there is more to life than just work, a house and children. You know, in the Netherlands and how I was raised up is that it's like very focused and very individual. But in Rishikesh I started to connect more with my passions and with the dreams I had and with me as a person, instead of like focusing all the time on the outer world but not the internal world, you know? So yeah, it's amazing to feel that like your dreams are valid and you can be inspired and you can be driven by all of that life has to offer. The third one is Rishikesh helped me to undo all of the coping mechanisms I had, the patterns which were helping me to be somebody else. And I became much more like myself. In the Netherlands, I was working as a police. I know it might sound very crazy, but I did that for quite some time, a couple of years. And I have learned how to survive in a really, really harsh, tough world. I have learned patterns where I didn't allow myself to cry or to feel anymore. And Rishikesh taught me how to soften and how really important it is to be close to your feelings, to be much closer to who you actually are. The fourth one is that I understood it is super important to be around the right mentor and teachers. I had amazing teachers in Rishikesh who have helped me to understand myself much better. And before I came to Rishikesh, I wanted to figure out everything myself, and I was not open to receive any kind of help or guidance if it's about my inner world. I was just not allowing anyone in there. And in Rishikesh, I was having so many different teachers around me who could really like touch the core where I needed some guidance or healing. And after this, I opened up much more to have the right people around me and understood it's very important to have guidance. I mean, you don't have to do everything alone. The fifth one is I became much more confident, and I started to see all the fears I had as an invitation to grow as a person once you face them, right? So I went through all of them, and this, and especially Rishikesh, allowed me to go through all of this and experience all of this and to become much more confident within myself. I want to thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video, and if you like the video, please subscribe, like and comment so I stay motivated to create more of these videos for you.
अच्छा, वैसे मैंने हमेशा ये चीज़ नोटिस की है कि जो फॉरेनर्स होते हैं वो अपनी लाइफ में बहुत जल्दी, मतलब बहुत अर्ली एज में, जिनकी हम वीडियोस देखते हैं, मैं उनकी बात करूंगी, उनको इस चीज़ की रियलाइजेशन हो जाती है कि वो एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हैं, वो अपने बारे में जानना चाहते हैं और अपने आप से कनेक्ट होना चाहते हैं। और हम लोगों में, मतलब मैं हमारी बात करूंगी, मुझे अपनी, मतलब मैं खाली बात करूंगी, मुझे अपने में सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये लगती है कि आप इतना एक टाइम गुजर जाता है, लेकिन शायद हमारी जो एक वो आप कह लो कि कुछ अपब्रिंगिंग इस तरह की हुई होती है कि इस साइड पर इतना फोकस ही नहीं होता, या हम कभी ट्रैवल नहीं उस तरीके से करते, क्योंकि ट्रैवल करने से इंसान बहुत कुछ सीखता है। वो 19 ईयर्स की थी जब वो मतलब अपने आप को जानने के लिए जो है वो दुनिया घूमना शुरू कर दी उन्होंने, और हमारे पास उस टाइम पर पैसा तो छोड़ो, सोच भी नहीं होती।
भाई देसी फैमिलीज में जो है ना बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क होता है इस चीज़ का, खास तौर पर वो जो है ना भाई शुरू से लेकर ना एंड तक बच्चों को होश ही नहीं आने देते।
नहीं, मैंने
सही बात है
कि ना फॉरेनर्स मतलब अपने बच्चों को बहुत अर्ली एज से लेकर ना दुनिया घुमाने के लिए वो चले जाते हैं, मतलब उनकी वेकेशंस होती हैं, वो अपने बच्चों के साथ जाते हैं जो लोग अफोर्ड कर पाते हैं, और इवन के जो अफोर्ड नहीं करते उनके बच्चे भी बड़े होकर जॉब्स करके अपने लिए पैसे जोड़ते हैं और फिर वो ट्रैवल करते हैं।
भाई देखें, हमारी देसी फैमिलीज में यही चीज होती है ना कि भाई जैसे बच्चा थोड़ा सा कद निकालता है, कमाना 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 कमाना, बस यही जिंदगी में, फिर कमाना 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 कमाना, बस चले जाओ इस दुनिया से। हमारी देसी फैमिलीज में जो है ना वो यही चीज़ जो है वो रहती है। लेकिन हाँ, अगर यहाँ पर देखा जाए तो वाकई आप फॉरेनर्स को देखते हैं, वो अपनी ज़िंदगी के एक्सपीरियंस जो हैं वो करते हैं, वो अकेले ट्रैवल करना पसंद करते हैं, अकेले रहना पसंद करते हैं, और अकेले रहने के लिए बहुत हिम्मत जो है वो चाहिए होती है। उसके लिए आपको बहुत अच्छे मेंटर्स, आपके इर्द गिर्द आपको ऐसे लोग चाहिए जो वाकई आपको जो है ना सही तरीके से जो है ना वो गाइड कर सकें। क्योंकि हम एक चीज़ वाकई देखते हैं कि भाई ज़िंदगी में ना मोह माया बहुत ज़्यादा जो है ना वो है। अभी ऋषिकेश जैसी जगह पर जाना, वहाँ पर आप अगर देखें तो आपको दुनिया जहाँ से वो जगह जो है ना वो अलग कर देती है। आपको एक ऐसी वो जगह मिलती है जहाँ पर ना आपको स्पिरिचुअलिटी, आपको ऐसे लोग जो है वो मिलते हैं जो आपको सुकून देते हैं। तो मेरा ख्याल है कि भाई ज़िंदगी में अच्छा मेंटोर होना बहुत ज़रूरी है जो आपको ज़िंदगी का सही मकसद बताए।
बट बीइंग अ वुमेन मैं ये चीज़ बोलूँगी कि जैसे आपको सबसे पहले तैयार होना पड़ता है मेंटली। हमारे अंदर इतने ज़्यादा डर बिठा दिए जाते हैं ना हमारी सोसाइटी में। मतलब अगर मैं सोलो ट्रैवलर के लिहाज से बात करूं तो शायद मुझ में भी अभी इतना ज़्यादा वो हिम्मत नहीं है कि मैं अकेली ट्रैवल, मतलब किसी और कंट्री में ट्रैवल तो कर लूंगी, लेकिन उसके लिए आना जाना और ये, लेकिन एक डर जो है ना वो अंदर बैठा रहेगा मेरे, ये ना हो जाए, वो ना हो जाए, दुनिया ऐसी है, ये है, वो इतने ज्यादा होते हैं। लेकिन शायद मुझे लगता है उसके लिए वाकई में आपको माइंडसेट और आपको रिस्क लेना आना चाहिए, तब जाकर आप चीजें जो है वो करते हैं। बाकी अच्छा लगा उनके बारे में जानकर, क्योंकि स्पिरिचुअलिटी वाकई में एक ऐसा मैजिक है ना जो शायद नजर नहीं आता, बट उसका असर होता है। और मुझे लगता है सबसे पहले ना इंसान का खुद को हील करना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि आपके अंदर जो केओस चल रहा होता है वो आपकी मेंटल हेल्थ, फिजिकल हेल्थ दोनों को बहुत बर्बाद कर रही है। कमेंट सेक्शन में आप जरूर बताइए कि आप क्या कहना है इसके बारे में। मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम, सब्सक्राइब करना।